Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from. I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end. Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Ray.
How's it going?
Wow, is that your morning brain fart?
Yeah, I was going to be like, welcome to Similar But Different.
Let's just roll through it again.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just...
I just accept that for what it is.
Yeah, no, it is what it is.
Okay.
It's a Sunday morning.
Right.
I've got
Rain
my
is falling.
For
That's what we have
Fox's
to do
sake
every
coffee.
time. Yes. So did you get that when you became Jen Fox? Or did you already have it?
Someone gave it to us.
Nice.
I think it was a Christmas gift from his side of the family. And it might
As
not
a
even-
welcoming.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, because, like, what do you get someone you hardly know?
They hardly knew ye?
I mean, I'm talking about, like, his nephews and nieces and cousins.
Oh,
and
you just said family.
Oh. Yeah,
And
that's
so I
weird.
immediately had assumed parents for some reason.
Oh, no.
but-
No, his mom is an angel.
Yeah. Well, we were just like, she knows what to give me.
She
She
knows.
got you the creamy.
She did.
Yeah.
Angel.
And I doubt she listens, but I've put a pin in her ear just so she can like feel those vibes to get you the apple horror thing for my
apple
needs
core.
from last
She
time.
she actually has one.
Yeah, but that's what you said.
Yeah, I
'Cause
want
I
the
was like,
cool
you
one
should
like
get
hers.
one, and you said she has one. Oh my gosh, this morning as I was doing my morning scroll, I saw a video for like you slice apples, not like and like the not triangles,
Yeah,
but
not like the eating slices, but
yeah,
like...
but like flat slices.
Oh.
And then you dip them in pancake batter. And then that's how you make them. And then you get these like warm, delicious, like legit apple pancakes.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
And the apple cooks... Oh, I guess you're not thick slicing it. It's like a decent... Not too thin,
Yeah,
but not too thick.
Right.
So that way it like kind of mushes the apple a little bit. Oh,
How good and
Do you use, like,
easy
caramel
does that
syrup?
sound? I'm not a big caramel girl.
apples and caramel?
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
Like, and even as a topping, I'm not into it. I'm into it if it's in a Snickers,
Ooh, okay.
like in a candy bar, but otherwise.
Oh, so other candy bars too, not just Snickers in your
Yeah.
jam. Yeah, okay, I like that.
But I think that's really the only way I'm into it is if it's in a candy bar.
I can see that. I don't know.
Have you ever had a caramel apple?
See, I was just thinking that when I told you like apples and caramel go together, and I don't actually think I have. Well, maybe when I was
They
little.
look impossible to eat.
Yeah, I think that's
All
why.
candy apples.
I think my mom was probably like, "No, this is unrealistic
Yeah.
for a child."
Right, your whole face is
That's probably
sticky.
a cute look for me.
Yeah.
Trying to bite an apple. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I probably would have loved one when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I
I really
guess.
liked the large, oversized lollipops that I never finished.
Oh God, yeah. Oh shit. Sorry, childhood.
Yeah.
Funnel cakes.
So what's been going on? I haven't seen you in a minute.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
Because you've been off traveling and I haven't left the house.
Well, you've been watching over the Penny Girl.
Yes, but she's doing so much better.
Yay.
So thanks for all the people who reached out and asked, and those that were curious as well. We think this is like enough.
Yeah.
We have to take her back to the vet and have them like maybe take a look, but we don't think we need an MRI. We think the rest is just going to be her typical, like she has some spine problems in
Mhm.
general, but the nerve damage is gone. Like she's moving her foot in the right direction.
She hopped when I came in the door. That was
yeah.
very exciting to see.
Yeah, we started taking her on walks again.
Yeah, okay.
But only one a day right now, and we did a short one to start because towards the end of the day she starts to favor her right
Yeah.
side. She doesn't want to put too much on her left side again. So I think she's still trying to get her strength back and
Yeah.
recover, but her energy's back.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's probably the steroid, but
Yeah, but still, that's very exciting.
yeah. So we haven't left her alone, and Nathan had some friends stuff he was going to yesterday, so I stayed at the house and did a puzzle and
Nice.
unboxed all of my Amazon purchases.
Okay, what did you get? I didn't even look.
No? Well, you
Yeah.
weren't traveling for work.
Yeah,
Would
but
you have
I
been
get
able to get
emails. I mean, I have Amazon on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I also am not like, if there's something that I've been wanting to buy, I'll check if it's, like, on sale or something, or, like, things that I regularly get.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm like, "Oh, maybe it's on sale or something," but I don't just, like I'm not an I'm not an impulse Amazoner.
Yeah, so I will say I buy on Amazon like fairly regularly. And so what I did when I heard that they were having this sale was I went through all the stuff that I wouldn't say needed, because let's be realistic. Do we actually need the parts to put the kegerator back together and have a keg? We don't
Yeah.
necessarily need it. We
If
want it.
you have the Kegerator, though,
Yep.
if you don't have the parts to make it work, then you just have trash.
Yeah, and that's how I see it. Whereas Nathan has had that kegerator for years and it's never been like never worked
Really?
put it together or anything.
And maybe one day you'll become a party hosting household again, because you used to be a big.
Oh, we will. We
Oh, do
will
you have
return.
plans?
We will return. I am hopeful that the Christmas party's coming back to the
Okay.
house. Yep.
A Fox Christmas.
A foxy
Ooh,
Christmas.
I like that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make it work. We'll see. But yeah, like things like that. I knew we needed or wanted. And so what I did was like the month before this Prime Days, I would take things and put it in my cart and I'd take screenshots of it.
Yeah.
Because one thing that Amazon does, and I think everybody already knows, so there's no secret. I'm not spilling the beans here. But what they'll do is they'll tell you a different price that's higher. And so it looks like it's 70% off of
Right.
$400, but in reality,
Yeah.
it
Yeah. They're tricksters like that.
yeah. And so then like the discount isn't as much always, and oftentimes you can find other things that aren't on sale that are cheaper.
Yeah.
So I still do all of that comparison. I don't shop just the deals. And also nowadays Walmart does a shopping, or
Mm.
they try to compete, I
So does
guess.
Target. They have
Target.
like Circle Day or
Yep.
whatever.
They do them at the same time.
Yeah.
So I
I
was
honestly find
like,
it overwhelming.
oh man, I'm there for the deals. So I'm back and forth between, I've got Amazon and Walmart up, and I'm going through and I'm looking at my phone pictures to see what it was before.
Now, I will do that if it's something that I've been in the market for. Like,
Mm.
let's say, I don't know why this is coming to mind, but like, I really want a camping tent or something, and that's
Yeah.
like a big purchase, and I've like narrowed down the one I want, then I will monitor, like, wait till
And wait till yeah.
an event is happening.
Yep.
But
There
yeah.
was a couple things that I was like, ooh, I don't necessarily need this, but it caught my eye, and it was like $35 for a printer. And the printer we have, which
Yeah,
you've used
I
our
do.
printing
You are my
services,
printer friend.
Fox Printing Services. We need a printer because also Nathan plays soccer and has to print rosters out and all
Okay,
this
yeah.
shit every Sunday. So our printer's on the fritz, and I was like, $35? Yeah. Maybe I just get and it's also an HP. I can do it from my phone. It's hopefully going to
Oh,
work better.
that's
The
nice.
ink cartridges, I was like, maybe these will translate. They don't. I didn't look that far
I
into it.
think printers are always low on ink.
Always.
And that's why I don't have a printer, is because I
Always.
don't print enough. So then the ink dries out. And so now I just use you or the library.
Yeah. Well, feel free to continue to use me. All good
Yeah,
with
I
that.
think once you were like out of town or something, and I
Uh,
had to go to the library.
I like that you went to the library. I feel like one time I went to FedEx, like the big store that they
Yeah,
have that you can go in. But
yeah.
I was also because I was getting laminated for the basement, so
Okay, that's very different.
it's a totally
You
different.
can't laminate at the library.
Well, I had to print thin laminate.
Yeah, but you wanted your one-stop shop.
One stop shop because we live in America.
Yeah. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you were still in France, you'd have to print at one place,
Walk to
laminate at
another.
another. If they'd thought this through, they'd at least be next door to each other.
Maybe. Doubtful. Yeah, so I bought a lot of different stuff. So I got to spend it's been trickling in since Thursday. And so I've
Yeah.
been putting all the stuff together. I put the kegerator together, and now I'm like, ooh, we're gonna get a keg.
Yeah.
Um Not a full keg, like a sixtel.
Is that smaller than a pony keg?
I think a sixtel is a pony keg.
Okay.
I think
How
that
many beers is that?
40
Okay.
roughly. I think based on the research I did. There's
I
a
don't know
six
anything.
there's a sixtel, then like a half I think is 80, and then oddly enough a full I feel like is 120, which is weird that you would think.
How
Yeah.
long does a keg keep beer fresh? Does it
I
keep
just
it
looked this
fresh
up.
until it's empty?
Mm-mm. Mm. It's different. If you have a kegerator that has the CO2 that's keeping it all of the stuff and refrigerated and yada yada yada, it can keep for, I think they said, 40 to 60 days.
Okay.
There's some scenarios depending on the beer, depending on like whatever, it can also potentially keep up to 3 months, I think, like 90 days. But if, like, for example, if you're just thinking of like the kegs that you tap in a bucket full of ice, right?
Yeah.
Handheld tap, no like kegerator or CO2
Right.
stuff. It's literally says those kegs, if you don't finish them, just because they're on ice, they're not good.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's like a whole thing, like I've been reading up, so I had to get cleaning supplies because I was worried. Some of the cleaning chemicals that they use, have you heard about? There's like a very few rare
No, I've
stories.
not gone down your niche kegerator
Oh
rabbit
man,
hole.
I've gone down the rabbit hole. People have died drinking a beer because they left the chemicals from the cleaning line in the line.
Oh, well, don't do that.
Yeah, scary. So that's concerning. But
Now, do you think you will be able to finish this pony keg in 40 to 60 days?
oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know you've been like not super on
I
the
haven't been
alcohol
drinking.
game, and then
Yeah.
I don't. I was like, okay, so Nathan has to have at least a beer a
30.
day.
No, I think when I'm interested in drinking beer, I will get a keg. Like I'm not that I'm
I
not interested.
what an extreme choice. Like when I'm interested in beer, I may get a six pack, or like I may order one while we're out. No, I'm gonna get an entire keg.
Well, okay, first of all, keg on draft tastes or beer on draft, some certain beers on draft taste so much better than like cans or bottles.
Again, with the water thing, I don't my palate isn't
Oh, yeah.
refined enough to have that
It's
much of a like,
it's not like I would say like, oh, the taste is like so much more quality. It's more of like it's just completely different. Like, for example,
okay.
I like Miller Lite. All right, people will say that's piss beer.
No, I like Miller Lite. I
Yeah.
told my mom I liked what's the one that it's not Heineken, but the cheap beer that comes in the green bottle?
Peroni,
No.
Bold Rock, or Rolling Rock.
Yes. And I told my parents that, and they were disgusted
Mm?
that I was their daughter.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I don't judge other people for their beer tastes, but I know that a can of Miller is inferior to a bottle of Miller, and draft Miller is superior to them all.
Now I'd be curious if I could tell the difference.
I think that the metal of the can makes it.
You're very sensitive to that.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I love a canned Coke.
I thought of you recently because the hotel I was staying at in their little like pantry area, they had press
Haha, Press is
seltzers.
it's
Yeah.
also the superior seltzer.
Yeah. I was like, Jen would approve of this.
God, I remember when I was on a Press kick, I was telling everybody
Yeah,
about
you were all
Press.
about press.
God, and people didn't trust me until they tried it, and then they were like acting like they came up with Press, and
Your name on that.
I want some credit for that.
For those who don't know, press is a alcoholic seltzer. Think of like a Truly,
But
but
not dog shit.
there you go. Harsh, hard take
Yeah,
from
not dog
Jen
shit.
Fox.
Trulies are absolute dog shit. White Claws, somewhat dog shit. Press,
No
it's
shit
like
at all.
royalty.
Yeah.
It's like champagne for the gods.
Wow, that's quite the review.
I feel like sometimes I'll explain things like this, and people are like, "Man, she should be a spokesperson for them." Because like when I get on my kick about something, it is
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting the same energy from you when you were talking about May babies being elite.
yeah,
So,
the
and
same
it's
energy.
interesting because sometimes I'm like, I don't think she actually is that passionate about this.
No,
But you're there,
I
and
just go all out.
yeah,
I just start I start going wild with it.
yeah,
But that's how I
wild for
feel.
press.
Wild for Press. Yeah, it's funny because my refrigerator has 0 Press in it right now.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, because like you said, we were just talking about it. I haven't really been drinking,
Yeah.
and I've actually been dabbling with some non-alcoholic options
Mm.
because I do love the taste.
I had a really good mocktail at dinner yesterday.
Oh, where did you go to dinner?
Okay, so in Charlottesville,
Oh, yeah,
we
that's
went to
right.
this place called Mockingbird, and I actually want to go there every time now we're in Charlottesville. We got Brussels sprouts, so good. I had the
Crispy?
best, yeah, with a balsamic glaze. I love
Love Brussels.
balsamic
Bal-
and
a
Brussels.
balsamic
A
life.
balsamic Brussels. I had the best shrimp and grits of my life.
Oh,
And I was so proud of myself because I was getting full, but not full to the point of hating myself, which is usually the only sign that makes me stop, which is sad, and I need to work on that. But I got to a point of fullness and I stopped because their ice cream of the day was Oreo, and that's my favorite ice cream. And
homemade,
so,
like in-house.
yeah. And so we got an app, an entree, a dessert, and a beverage.
Holy
I was
shit.
living my best life. That's
Yeah.
not something I typically do.
Well, that was already like a day of fun.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, it's the day. Yeah. Skylar planned a little date day trip outing for us. So we
Absolutely love it.
went to Afton Mountain to this like historic mansion thing and
That's
like toured
cool.
the house, and it was cool.
Was it spooky?
Okay, so we thought it was gonna be spooky.
Spooky.
But it was not. It was, but someone was like, "What about the ghost?" Like said to the tour guide, and she was like, "We've had like paranormal groups come in, and they say they find stuff, but I'm here every day, and I've never felt anything." The tour guide was, I don't know. She was fine, but then we found out from a friend who lives near there that there's actually like cult ties to the current owners of the mansion, and we were thinking like, oh, blood on the walls in the basement type cult. Think more of a like Scientology type cult.
Oh.
They own a university that's like the University of not psychology, like not sociology. What is the word I'm trying to say?
Scientology, but
Yeah.
I don't know. All I can think about is Scientology.
I
when she said
know,
that.
like
and I've seen those
philosophy.
buildings. Yeah, okay.
And I was like, the University of Philosophy. And then one friend was like, yeah, they have kind of like weird, they do like recruitment in Waynesboro and it's a whole thing. We did not feel recruited, but now I want to look into that.
That's so interesting to me. The whole like cult side of things. And it's definitely like Scientology. I don't know. It's just like,
yeah.
I think I'm all for people wanting to believe what they want to believe and getting to choose that. Sure. I don't like, do I think it's weird personally? Maybe. It's not for me.
Big red flag is when you have to pay a fee to level up in a religious organization.
Totally.
And I think that's how Scientology works.
I think that's how a lot of things work, right? Pay a fee to have God forgive your sins.
Right, but then that's when it's a problem.
Yeah, I don't.
If God is how he was originally marketed,
marketed though,
he is forgiving my sins. I don't need to pay for forgiveness.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's a whole rabbit hole down that we could go.
Yeah.
But spooky,
but yeah,
not
it was a good
haunted
day.
house.
It was like, and it's on like so much acreage, and I actually really enjoyed. There were a lot of like, oh, the abandoned stone cottage that the groundskeeper used to live in, and this like abandoned like huge cool like tower thing, and I
love that.
Enjoyed that a lot.
That's my style. If it was gonna be scary, I was gonna be like, I'm out. But now I'm like, that sounds like a cool thing I'd be down for.
Yeah, lots of cherubs.
Carved
into the marble stone fireplaces.
Gargoyles?
No gargoyles. Oh, I did learn. So the home, this is probably not interesting to people listening, so I'm sorry. But the owners are the same, the Dooleys, the same owners of Maymont Mansion in Richmond. Wow. And this was their summer home.
Shut up. They summer homed in the mountains.
Yeah. So it's cooler.
I like that. Was the weather cooler yesterday there? Because it got to like 80 here.
Yeah, I think it was warm, but not uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like because they're the fancy Dooleys, most of the house, the floors and walls were all marble, so it was very cold in the house because they did that to like keep the house cool.
Yeah. Marble. Damn, the upkeep on that has to be insane, right?
Yes. Bad on the knees as well. I did not enjoy standing for a long period of time in there.
Oh, damn. That's a cool day, though.
Yeah.
What a fun... People are asking about fall activities. Honestly, we should just give out Skylar's information. He just is really good at planning things. But Like, that's a cool fall activity, I feel like.
Yeah, I wish so it's not like peak foliage over the Blue Ridge Mountains right now, but it's still
Oh.
always a pretty drive anyways.
Yeah, but to your
But in
point,
like a
if you
couple
were
weeks,
driving
yeah,
through and
that
it
would have been
was
real nice.
all the yellows and oranges and maroons
Yeah.
and reds and
Well, speaking of fall, so
fall, y'all.
I was complimenting your Fugs, so fake Uggs, and we were saying that like when we were in college, Uggs were very popular, but I never had any interest in owning them.
Yeah.
But I do like these.
Yeah, like what I had said was these are slippers that look like slippers, whereas when we were young or in college, it was UGG boots that were like either ankle or up to your knee,
Yeah.
and they were like slippers trying to be boots, boots
Wait,
that were actually slippers.
were the Uggs ones also that came up that high? I think of Uggs as like mid calf,
They had them. They had all the different ones you could get.
and I
Like it
also
was
think of them
the ankle or
as
the mids. They had them all the way up.
oh,
They
I
had,
really
you know how
feel like
like boots
maybe that was
come
yeah.
in all different sizes? It was a
So
slipper trying to be a boot. It was a boot that was actually a fucking slipper that people wore in public.
I just think of everyone and essentially wearing what I'm wearing now
Mhm.
with their mid calf Uggs, and the ankles of them were disgusting and always wet and crinkled.
Well, and it was like coming off the side too, so people
Yeah.
had worn them so much that their knee, the heel of the shoe was way off to like the side,
Yeah.
inside or outside. It was like, come on, dude.
Now I will say, as I'm like, ugh, those people, I was all about the like slouchy boot.
Slouchy boot. Oh, I have so many, or
And
had
they were
them.
like a suede material.
Or like leather, but like leather, any of those, right? Oh,
Well,
suede.
leather ones aren't slouchy, are they?
You can get
Oh,
them.
yeah. I
You know, what
don't,
I'm
that's not for me.
with like
But
a
I had the
like
like suede ones.
heel.
Yeah. Well, okay. I didn't wear things with a heel.
Shit, man. When I was in, I wore
I know
whatever my
you.
friends told me to wear in college.
Yeah. You probably dress like a hottie. I dress like I was going to say a naughty, which makes it sound like sexy, but no.
Mm.
Um, if Skylar's listening, he's probably laughing, be like, no, she did not dress in a sexy way.
First of
But
all,
hey,
I love that you think that I did too, though. Like I was this awkward. I had a like a 13-year-old boy's body
in heels though.
in heels, though.
I did. When I looked cute, it's because my roommates dressed me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. We didn't have like Pinterest and online shopping. And I also went to school in Farmville, Virginia. So it's not
Mm,
like we even had, I didn't know what to do.
yeah. Was there? I feel like this is a thing. This is definitely a thing. When you were younger and it was winter
Mhm.
and you were going to a party, you didn't dress for winter. You still dressed in
No,
your
because you
same.
had your beer jacket.
Yeah.
I'm doing air quotes for
Air
those
quotes.
listening.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Bat's about to fly down on top of you. It was literally like the weather didn't matter. It's you're still gonna wear your short skirts, or a dress,
Yeah.
and then have like a jacket that you threw
Your North
somewhere
Face.
once you walked. Yeah, exactly. North Face was everywhere, and then you just would put that like on somewhere once you got to the party.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you forgot it and had to go the next day to pick it up.
Yeah. That's embarrassing for some reason.
I mean, I felt like weather didn't matter. And
I
nowadays I walk out and I'm fucking freezing.
Yeah.
And I'm fully clothed and I'm dressed for the weather and I'm
Yeah,
like,
always.
how are these people in skirts and dresses?
Yeah.
It's
No,
winter.
we didn't care.
We
But I
didn't.
guess with you're just like drinking and then you're like, you're going to be inside and you just don't care. I do feel like I wouldn't be surprised if I still was like, no, I need a jacket. And my friend said, no,
Yeah.
unacceptable.
Yeah, you
Leave that.
can't wear a jacket.
Yeah.
No. Unallowed.
Yeah. Unallowed.
Yeah, that was the whole thing I feel like when we were younger too.
Do you
In
still have
college.
any of your like blanket scarves?
Blanket scarves. Yes.
That was a little more post college.
Yeah. Scarves
Like-
got really pop. I hated the infinity scarves.
You hated those?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
I had
ones that
some of
just
those. Yeah.
constantly went around because like I wanted it to. I felt like I was.
See, I have one that I have kept and continue to wear because I can like make it my outfit a turtleneck essentially to
Yeah.
like fully cover myself. But I don't like tight things around my neck.
But I also felt like I didn't know how to style them. Like I see people in infinity scarves or blanket scarves or scarves in general, and I'm like, that looks super cute. and then I'll have something similar, or I'll like go out and buy it because it's like I saw it, I can do that,
Yeah.
and then I can't. And so
Yeah.
I have like a pile
I think
of
you can.
all of the things that I feel like we used to wear that are like technically out of style.
Yeah. I'm thinking skinny jeans, high boots, not well, I guess knee-high boots were a thing
Knee-high
too,
boots
but
were a thing.
I like had fry boots and I still have them and they're nice boots. I wore
Yeah.
them so much. I've gotten them resold twice.
Yeah, those are nice boots. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Um
They're
and I
always out of
very
style.
yeah, I very struggle. I very
You
struggle.
very
I
struggle.
very with speaking and with being like, oh, this it's weird. I don't like care what's in style, but then I will put something on if I'm wearing like skinny jeans with a hole and my high boots, and I'm just like, I look old.
Yes. That's okay. Nathan asked me this morning. I put these pants on, and these are like the current trend, which was back in from the 80s and 90s, I think.
Yeah.
90s trends. So it's not like this is my first time wearing baggier pants.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What are you gonna do in a couple months when that's out of style and you now have like 6 pairs of these jeans?"
Have you gotten rid of all your other
Well,
jeans?
that's what I said. I was like, "Then I'll just pull out my 8 to 10 pairs of skinny jeans."
Right. Because I've kept my
Yeah, I
favorites.
still have them.
Yeah.
And so, but like at the same time, I just don't know if that's what I said. And here's what I think is true. Where I think I'm headed based on my age is a blend between skinny and baggy, which is the mom
Yeah.
straight leg, but
Yeah.
high waisted. I
Yeah.
was like, I think I'm gonna go there. He was like, "You're gonna buy more jeans?" Yes, I'm probably gonna wind up buying more
Which
jeans.
is funny because you rarely wear jeans.
Rarely wear. I put jeans on this morning, and he's like, "What? Oh, you're recording?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, why not? Let me put some jeans on
I mean,
today."
I have shared that because I work from home, when clearly today's not a good example, but like when we pod, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll look slightly more put together just so I feel like I'm getting used to my wardrobe.
That's how I felt today. That's how I felt today. That's how I felt. When did I wore pants the other day too? Oh, Friday. I woke up on Friday and I was like, I think I'm gonna put jeans on today, and I did.
Wow. I was listening to a podcast recently and they said, I don't know anyone who works from home in jeans. And I do sometimes.
I do.
If I, okay, so I'm into the idea of romanticizing my life, which actually I don't know if it's the right phrase for it, but I
Okay.
enjoy calling it
I was like,
that.
what do we mean?
And I'm not going to do this every day, but like I recently got this little candle and I light it to do my work, like for my work day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, that's nice. Cause I'm very much a like, oh, I got this nice candle, but I don't want to use it because it smells good and then it's going to go away. And I'm like, no, use your stuff. And that's how also I've been feeling about like my clothes and maybe carrying like slightly more of like, oh, maybe I'll put on an eyeshadow or something and like
Uh-huh.
getting ready for the day.
I
And I
love that.
don't do that every day, but like
Romanticizing your
just
life.
feeling like, you know what? I'm going to use my stuff and I'm going to feel good.
Yeah.
And
I think that that's what it is too. And also, I'm more comfortable wearing these types of jeans at home than
yeah,
skinny jeans.
no,
I'm
I would
not
not. It
squeezing
would
into
hurt my
skinny jeans.
knee.
Yeah, fuck that. Not squeezing into skinny jeans, but I think you're exactly right. It also makes you feel like you've done something a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yep. So I've done that.
Yeah.
I've worn jeans, these types of jeans, or like my comfy, like uh, man, I used to give people so much shit for cargo pants,
Oh, you're all about the cargo
and I have
pants.
fallen in love with cargo pants.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wearing a cargo sweatshirt right now.
And well, too, I love that actually. And also to clarify, I'm gonna go back on a hot take, I guess. Cargo shorts are a must or a no. It's a fuck no on the cargo shorts for me. It's a fuck no. And I've seen people pull them off, and I'm like, damn, okay, maybe in that sense. But most often than not a pull off. But now cargo pants, I'm into it. I'm in love with them. Pockets,
I
I'm like,
can't wait for you to actually then in a year, you're going to be
come back
wearing
and say,
cargo shorts.
oh fuck that. No, I will never wear cargo shorts. Never. Cargo shorts, I feel like, are more of a male thing, anyways, which is why
Yes.
I'm trying to tell men, no, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Although everybody that I feel like we hung out with back in the compare days would wear cargo shorts, and I'd be like, guys, what are we doing?
Oh, yeah. So Skylar has a pair of cargo shorts, but They are his I'm doing stuff around the house.
That's hot. I'm okay with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. What a twist.
Because first of all, I think there's nothing hotter than a man that wants to do yard work or like build something woodworking in the garage.
Yeah.
That's become the new hot thing for me.
Okay.
And if you need those pockets for your tools, if you got a tool belt on, oh shit.
All right.
Yeah.
So maybe if you're going to be out in public in your cargo shorts, make sure you have a tool belt on.
And be at
then
Lowe's.
Jenn and be at Lowe's. Then Jenn will accept you. But yeah, I don't think he's ever worn them out of the house. I even the other
Yeah.
day asked him, I was like walking to the little library that's in the park by our house to donate some books.
Cute.
And I was like, oh, do you want to like do this 10-minute walk with me? And he's like, no. I was like, why? It's just 10 minutes. He's like, I can't
go out like
can't
this.
go outside.
See, Skylar knows.
He cares more about that.
Skylar knows. Yeah, no, cargo shorts are just not meant for public. If you want to wear them around your
private
house,
pants.
yeah, those are private pants. If you're going fishing and you need cargo shorts for all of your like dibbity doobobs and stuff,
Okay, yeah, the official word.
cool with that. Now, this only applies if you are under the age of like 45. In my opinion.
So once you're 46, it's acceptable.
It's you wear. I mean, you've got your fucking New Balance or Nike big old bulky dad shoes on.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do.
Which those are popular too, but for like young girls.
God, I'm not on that trend, and I will never get on that trend.
I-
That's fucking awful.
Well, I do see people who wear it, and I'm like, that looks normal. And then I also see people trying it, like in a little video or something.
Oh,
and I'm like,
shit.
why can I not do this? And that would be me.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try, but hopefully they're not the crusty versions, because like that was a thing that these young kids were doing, is taking a pair of like clean white Air Force Ones. I feel like we talked about this before, and they would look like they ran through a mud puddle and that they've had them for years. It's like, take care of your fucking shoes, okay? And it was all these young girls.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna go ahead and say young white girls.
Yeah.
Doing dumb shit with like a nice pair of dunks.
You go up to them and you're like, as your older white elder, do not do this.
It's just like, what the fuck? How is that a look? How is crusty, dirty? And you're paying $100 for these shoes, and you're just fucking destroying them.
Well, are they destroying them on purpose, or they're just wearing them as shoes?
I think they're destroying them on purpose. I could be wrong. But also, you're talking to someone who would stuff socks at the top of their toes so that the shoes wouldn't crease. So
Yeah,
I was
do
maybe
know
a little
that's
different.
Thing.
That's
Like
probably a
not
little different than these
having a
kids.
crease.
Yeah, like I don't care about the creases anymore. There's creases in my shoes.
But similar, again, romanticizing your life is not the right phrase, but it's what I'm choosing to use.
I like it.
Is that like using your stuff?
Yeah.
Like, don't
We work from
wait.
home.
You know what? I'm gonna wear a fancy dress next time. You know what? I'm not gonna.
You're not
that
going
doesn't
to.
sound comfortable.
I was actually going to say we should dress up in our Halloween costumes.
I was gonna say that. Ooh, I actually have a spreadsheet I want you to look at for planning for the rest of Q4 podcast.
Oh my God. You know I love a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
She knows the way to my heart.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
a guy in cargo shorts with a pencil behind his ear looking at his spreadsheet. Would you just cream your jeans?
I might. I love that. Every time you bring that phrase back, I do love it. Yeah, no, you got to build me something though. You know, you got to be a man that's building something.
You can't just have the pencil.
I mean, if you had a spreadsheet up with the pencil and you were marking wood and measuring it to cut something, but you were following the measurements on the spreadsheet that you put together in advance.
That is hot.
As you pull a
Man
knife
with a plan.
or not
a
a
knife.
a hammer out of your like those loops that they have on some
Sure.
of those. Yeah, that's hot. And then the
Imagine you just
second you step in public, I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
right. And he's like, no, I swear, I was just at Lowe's.
I just had to run up there. Oh yeah, no, that's it. Man, I don't know. Trends are crazy, but I'm excited for fall season, or like sweater weather.
Yeah, I got overwhelmed because we don't have a lot of storage in our house, so my like sweaters and scarves go under the bed until it's fall time, and then I will like swap them out with like my summer dresses and stuff that It's actually become a problem as I do this seasonal switch. I'm like, okay, didn't wear any of those. Put them back away till I bring them back next year and continue not to wear them. And it's not because I don't like them and they don't fit. I just don't have an occasion.
Didn't
Invite me to tea parties or something.
didn't you tell me? I feel like you or someone I know told me this trick that I've been trying to do more frequently. After 2 seasons of not wearing it, I get rid of it.
Yeah, I need to do that. I think I have more like businessy, like
Oh,
business casual dresses that I
you have to
used
keep
to wear
that.
to work a lot. But then I'm like, do I? Like maybe I could just give it a new life to someone else who does go into the office. And if I ever have a job again where I
Go
need to
into
dress that way, I will decline the offer or buy some new clothes that I feel good in.
respectfully decline. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. Because I honestly, now that I think about it, I have a whole bag underneath my bed of work clothes.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I fit them anymore. I probably don't.
I mean, if it's been in the years that I've known you, I would assume you do. But
Uh, I don't know. I used to wear like some of the stuff is from before Compare,
yeah.
and I used to, man, I was fucking hot. I wore pencil skirts with heels.
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I did have some heels that I would sometimes wear, but yeah,
Are
it's
pencil skirts
so,
popular? Do people still wear those?
I don't know. I feel like that is kind of one of those classic styles,
I thought I was the hottest
I'm
thing.
sure you were.
I mean, I wasn't. I definitely wasn't. Like, let's be clear. Picture someone that looks like they would be fine and when they're standing, and then the second they go to walk, it just looks like something's all wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking of you like standing or sitting, not walking down the runway like
Yeah.
a newborn gazelle.
If I was
But
standing and hopefully my posture was decent, I'd probably be decent to look at. Second you open your mouth and move your feet, it's like, oh god.
wow, at least you have high self-esteem, which is interesting because you really do, except
Yeah.
when you really don't.
When I if
You're
you
like,
have me
I am
talk
an
about myself,
elite
athlete,
athlete, champion, cannot fail,
May
winner,
baby.
winner. And you're like,
Well,
I'm trash.
I'm realistic. I'm not trash.
Yeah, you're not trash. Oh, okay. This is unrelated to anything that we've been talking about, which is
Let's go on
how
that
I
side
vibe.
tangent. Yeah.
But okay, so my mom volunteers at a thrift store
Cool.
and she really struggles with like a lot of times she just like sees them getting rid of stuff. And so sometimes she's like, this is not trash. And so like she will take it and try to find a home for it. And I said, Mom, because she's like, I don't want it to go to the landfill. And I said, Mom,
I get
if you take it, then you become the landfill. And she was like, if you don't end up doing anything with it. And she was like, wow, that is true.
That's so good.
I know. And then I was sharing this with my friend, and she was like, you know what? I've had a very similar realization with food. And this has like been so eye-opening for me because I really struggle with like, I bought this food, I'm gonna finish it. Like I will
Mhm.
be uncomfortably full, but like I can't, or if it's really good. Like if it's not good,
Ooh.
I'm better maybe about
Less
like,
interested.
yeah. But if it's really good, I'm like, I can't just like put this in the trash.
Yeah.
And she also struggles with that. And she was like, but then you become the trash. What?
Yeah, that's I mean,
And she's
yeah.
like, and I'm not trash. So
I don't fill my body with trash.
yeah.
I like that. I like that. Our
Yeah.
portion sizes are completely unrealistic.
Yeah.
What happened to leftovers?
Yes, you can have leftovers, but also some things are just like not
Not good
good
leftovers.
as a
Yeah, it's
leftover.
not like Chinese food or pizza.
Yeah.
It's like 2
Um,
top tier leftover foods. I love that thought process, that mentality. I think about, like, cleaning out my grandmother's house, and I was like, "Oh, she was, like, kind of a hoarder."
yeah.
It's like, "Okay, yeah, she didn't wanna get rid of it because she thought," but then at the same time, it was just a landfill that we had to go through.
Yeah. And I get it's like it is a nice mentality of like I don't want this to end up in the landfill. Like that is a huge problem.
Yeah, but one
Um,
man's trash
but
is
the
another man's treasure.
well, yeah, and sometimes she does get me some pretty sick shit. But yeah. Um, I was traveling last week for work. I had to be in office and on like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the week, they do like, oh yeah, pick what you want to order for lunch on this app. You get a stipend,
Oh,
and it just
nice.
like all gets delivered to the office. It's really nice.
Wow, that's cool.
And one of the days was a pizza place, and so I got a pizza, and it was very good. And I was like, if I eat this last slice, I will be very uncomfortable. And also, I'm like, I don't need it as a leftover because I'm going out to dinner for a team event
Yeah,
the
you
next
have all
day,
that
and breakfast
shit.
is covered and lunch is covered. And I threw it out, and I thought to myself, because I'm not trash.
What a
I
that's
know.
I love yeah, no, I need to do more of
So
that.
that is an instance
Yeah.
of, yeah, because otherwise I would have just held
I'm
on
not
to it and
trash.
not been hungry, but ate it because I didn't want to throw it away
And you would have been
because
fucking
it felt like a
miserable.
waste.
And then you
Yeah.
continue to feel miserable because then you add more food onto it when you're not hungry yet.
Yeah.
And you just keep the cycle turns you into
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
Man,
Deep stuff
that's
today on Similar But Different.
deep stuff. Trends, fall trends and trash.
But yeah, so we're wearing sweaters.
Yeah, sweaters.
I'm
100%.
excited about sweater weather.
I'm excited about sweaters.
I do
Although,
think this next week is supposed to be nice.
so yes. Did I tell you that I'm like my favorite apparel or outfit is something with long sleeves and shorts?
Yes, we talked about this last time.
Okay.
I'm very into that.
And so I feel like the weather recently, it's been like 40s, mid 40s in the mornings.
Yeah.
And then yesterday it was like 40 in the morning and it got up to 80 in the day. But it's like in the shade, it's still cool.
Yeah, that's perfect long sleeve shorts weather.
Perfect long sleeve shorts weather.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm also very into that. Like when
Yeah.
I wear that, I'm like, oh, I feel cool.
Yeah.
And it literally is just a long sleeve t-shirt and athletic shorts.
Yes. Like just very simple.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do
It's not like a stylish long sleeve shirt and
not
jean
always.
shorts.
No, not always. Sometimes I'll layer and I'll have like a tank with like a very loose, holy sweat like pullover
Mm-hmm.
because then it breathes.
Yeah, are you talking about the white one you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that. I love that look.
Yeah.
And we're here and I'm here for it. Although I don't why am I not wearing long sleeves and shorts today?
Right now.
One of the things that I got from Amazon
Next
was
time.
a TV for the screened-in porch.
Okay. Wait, you have a TV out there.
Yes, but we moved the TV. So the TV is in my office and I'll move it down to outside. So we
Okay.
don't leave it out there. And I was like, I'm sick of moving it. I wind up not using it as much because it's not permanently there.
Yeah.
So I just bought one to have permanently there.
Okay. Nice.
And football season.
Yeah, I feel like you need to have a fall party.
Oh my gosh. Happy fall, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never done a fall party, but we've got the Kegerator up and running. We've got so many outdoor exciting things.
Yeah, you have a rooftop deck.
Yeah.
And that is great for fall.
Yeah. I
Not
almost bought
so
like
great
a
for
whole thing for
Christmas.
up
So
there,
maybe you should move to fall.
Maybe we should. But fall
Or
is such
do
a busy
both.
time. Busy.
So is Christmas. I would say busier.
Yeah, you're probably right. Damn it. And I
It's
just
too late now, though.
is it?
I mean, you could still.
is
It
too
may
late.
just be small.
No, my
I don't have
October's
plans next
gone.
weekend, so you can do it then.
When
You
is-
won't be here.
When is next weekend?
I don't know. But on my calendar, it's listed as do nothing weekend.
Oh, I love those weekends.
Yeah.
So
You
that's
just
pretty
have
much
a lot
my-
of stuff going on.
I should stop saying I love those weekends because in reality, those are my weekends. And then there's very few trickled in of like actually
Activity.
doing something.
Activity weekend. Another fall fashion that I really want, which I'm surprised by, but a sweater vest type situation, but with long sleeves,
Yes.
like a tight long sleeve
With a sweater
underneath.
or with a vest or sweater vest.
Yeah, and
But,
not
like-
like a puffy sweater.
No. They're back in style now.
Yeah, and
More
I
and
see
more.
them and they look so cute. But granted, okay, my problem is I see a lot of people wearing these things who do not have a large chest, and I'm like, that looks so cute. I honestly think like my vision of how I want to look is small
Is for
chested,
small chest.
and that's just not who I am. And so it makes it a little more difficult.
As
But
someone who used to have a small chest, I would say or at least for me, unless people like dressing me because of this, I always thought nothing looked good on me. Nothing.
yeah,
Because everything that I put on made me feel like a little boy.
right. Well, you wanted a little something, something.
A little something, something.
And I would want a little something.
A little something, something. Not a huge something, something.
Right. which is something we have not discussed, and I won't bring it up today, but
Oh.
eventually we should get into that topic. It's in the
It's in the jar?
jar somewhere.
We need to start pulling from the jar too.
Yeah.
Although, have we had entries from?
I can put it in. Yeah, when I get them, I add them. Hold on.
Okay.
What time is it? Okay. I think we've been talking for like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Do we want to see if we can do
A quick jar
a
pull?
quick jar pull?
Let's do it. Let's do a quick jar.
It's going to be something really deep.
Quick
like
jar.
Death and dying.
Oh, shit.
Even though we've done this once. So, okay. Oh, no, this one's in depth.
Oh, we can't do an in-depth
No.
one. We gotta do a quick hitter.
I think they're all going to be.
They're all gonna be.
Because none of them are just like, what is your opinion on this? Apple versus pumpkin. Which, by the way, the world is apple.
Yes.
Marketing makes us think it's pumpkin, but I've learned that. I surveyed the citizens.
Yeah, the citizens.
Apple's won.
So I feel like that's just basic knowledge though. Pumpkin is like a temporary thing. We enjoy it even though we don't love that it's shoved down our throats. Apple's just, yeah, it's definitely superior.
I posted a clip of last week's episode, us talking about that on TikTok because I'm youthful. And someone commented and said, apple is superior, but fall or pumpkin kicks off the season. And so that's why pumpkin is nice.
Very well said.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank you, user whose name I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. Apple is definitely superior, but like it almost doesn't feel like the season without pumpkin
Yeah.
rallying around and taking up all of the excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like another quick hitter though. Like what could we quick hit?
I don't know. Before this, when I started talking about your fake Uggs, and I was like, oh my gosh, we should definitely talk about fall fashion. And then hats.
Oh, we haven't even talked about beanies.
Yeah. Well, I was even thinking like white girl winery hats.
White girl what? Oh my gosh.
Because
yes.
that was a fall fashion.
Oh,
so like
I've never even heard them called that.
I just coined it. And when like so you'll see those pictures of like 8 white girls with a very similar scarf and hat and boots and jeans. And when people are like, all white people look alike, I'm like, yes, they do. That is what they mean.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's white people too, because like there's like a fall outfit for white girls. I love the white girl winery hat.
The white girl aesthetic.
For those who aren't aware of what a white girl winery hat is, we're talking about those like in between of a cowboy hat and a right, like it has the
I feel like in the
brim
mid 2000s, like 2010s era, they were kind of like they were big but like floppier.
Yeah.
And now they've gotten rigid.
Flat.
They
all
do look
around the
cooler.
head.
Very like I'm like work on a ranch but am a fashionista.
Yes, exactly. And it's definitely like that is the white girl winery. I love that you did that. But men also do it. White men do it. The vests that they wear in fall, every white man will wear a long sleeve white polo, like button up with a navy blue vest. You all have them.
I'm not into that.
They all wear.
I would say
or
all
a gray vest.
Preppy boys.
That's true.
Have them
with their like fucking boat shoes. I think are still popular.
Yeah. Oh, I did have those in college.
Yeah.
The Sperry's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all those boats I was on.
It was funny. I actually had my mom's like old school Sperry's.
Yeah.
They were a little tight on my feet, but they were like so worn in. The leather was perfect. And she actually did have them for the boats.
Nice. I did wear them all the time. So they definitely got very good use.
Love that.
But yeah, that's like finance bro fall.
That's what it is. Yeah. But it's like, how do they all look the same?
Yeah.
And same with girls. Man, it's like we like something and we just like ruin it.
Yeah. But also like, what the fuck is up with vests? Because you know what's not cold? Your core.
Yeah.
You know what is cold? Your arms and legs.
Your arms and legs are cold. Your chest is hot.
Yeah.
Is that really where you want the heat?
And though I have a vest.
I
just said I wanted a sweater vest. So that's like really keeping that core warm.
Oh, but like the sweater vest with the long sleeves though is what.
Yeah.
So you're
I'm
not
also
like
in my
cold.
not buying clothes era as I'm like on the hunt for this sweater vest.
Well, I saw a really cool sweater vest on Adidas. It was like for their golf
Interesting.
collection.
Okay, I'm not a
And I was like, man, do
golf
I
girl.
need a sweater vest just for golf?
Yeah, you do. Bless.
And then I was obviously like, no, because that makes no sense.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
also
love them.
I actually was thinking about this the other day of like fashion extremes. And I feel like on the dark side is goth. On the
Mm,
light side is preppy.
mm.
Those are the extremes.
Yeah. And then there's like the happy medium where most people sit, I feel like.
Yeah, well, I think I lean to the dark
The dark side.
because I feel my like coolest and like, oh yeah, this is how I wanted to dress when I was in high school when I'm a little more like that's like skater.
Edgy?
Yeah, that's the
Is
right
that the right?
word.
Because I'm like, to be clear, we're not saying goth is just wearing black because that's not
No,
goth. It's like it's an edge to it. It has like a
spikes,
spikes, holes.
crosses. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But then I also that is why my style is so wild because then I do lean towards preppy when I like to dress like a kindergarten art teacher.
Yep.
And that's a lot of color. But
And
it's
you
also
you
not
pull
like
both off
preppy. Like I'm
though.
not into like Lily Pulitzer. And that's when I think I like Lily Pulitzer, pearls,
Yeah.
Easter hat.
Oh God.
Um,
I have friends that look so good in their Lily Pulitzer stuff, and I don't think that they look bad. I imagine that on me, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, same. They just be like, that doesn't look right on her.
yeah.
But then I have friends who are very into it
And
and
it
it
looks
does
so
look right.
good. It looks
Yeah.
so good, and I'm like, well, I'm glad that you found something that looks really good with
What
you.
do Lily Pulitzer people wear in the fall?
Oh,
I mean, I'm
wow.
sure they have a fall collection,
Do they?
but I
No.
think of all of their colors as like bright pink, greens, yellows, blues.
Yep, that's what it is, though. I don't know. I actually don't have a clue.
You know, the
I need to follow some of my friends online and see what they wear now that it's
well,
fall.
yeah, the witch's tea that I'm going to, which we haven't discussed, but
We should
this
probably, yeah,
afternoon,
take pictures.
my friend who's hosting it, um, is a big Lily Pulitzer girly.
Ask her.
And so, and I granted, I see her in the fall, but I don't, now I'm just curious. Maybe she only likes, spring and summer Lily.
Huh. I mean, I guess if that's your thing. If that's your thing.
But beanies, I love
Yes.
a beanie
I'm a beanie.
so much.
I feel like you made me more interested in beanies
I love
because
that.
you look so good in a beanie.
Thank
And I
you.
think a lot of it has to do with like the curly hair and how you style your hair underneath, like coming
Mm,
out of the beanie, always looks
I don't
so
style it.
cute.
It just,
Well,
that's my hair. But that makes me sound like I'm just naturally beautiful.
I just
It's
naturally have great
not
hair.
CoverGirl, it is me. Or Maybelline, that's
Maybelline.
Maybelline.
Cover girl.
Um,
Yeah, no, you look really good in a beanie.
I'm really excited because on my Renaissance, there was a store that was like specialized in like custom like smiley face embroidery, and I'm very into smiley faces. And I got this like green beanie with this like embroidered smiley face on the front, and I haven't been able to wear it because I
It,
got it in April,
yeah,
and I cannot wait to bring her out.
forest green.
Maybe a little lighter than that.
Just
It's
like
a
a
green that you would be into.
yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
was like, 'cause I
not
like the
like
green of
an
your hat.
emerald green. My
Um,
otter hat.
yeah, I love that one a lot. Yeah, I love a beanie. You had mentioned this before because when I was drinking my coffee, we need to get. I think the first two things we're gonna get once we figure out our logo.
Yeah.
If anybody has ideas for a similar but different logo, please submit your entries. We are looking for some swag that we want to get.
Yeah.
Starting with a coffee mug, and we'll have tea and stuff because we big mug people going into this
I'm not
fall
into a
season.
lame mug though. Like it can't just be
No,
a white mug that says similar but different.
agreed. We're
Okay.
gonna have a cool mug
Okay.
and then a beanie.
Yeah.
We need beanies.
Right.
And then that'll be our fall
Our
kickoff,
fall haul.
our fall haul merch. Also love a sweatshirt.
I'm
No
also
hood,
gonna
just
say
sweatshirt.
it's already fall. The idea that we're gonna get
Get
this
merch.
and it'll, yeah, one that will actually keep falling through. I do feel like that
Beanies
could
go
be in
through
our future.
February,
That's true.
and mugs are year round.
Right.
Rach,
That's true.
Rachel,
Using my
don't
full
destroy
name.
my dream.
Dream it up.
I've been trying to come up with the cool logo for a while
You
now.
have.
I'm gonna buy swag
Okay.
and then give it to people.
Okay.
and then make other people buy it.
Right.
Just kidding. No, I feel like I want the stuff. So I'm just gonna get stuff that I want, and then if other people want it.
Yeah, we need to get that discount and buy it in bulk.
Yeah. Oh gosh. But we do need a logo. We need a cool fucking logo.
Yeah, I'm not a graphic designer.
Me neither. But I know them, so how have I not forced them to make me a logo?
There you go.
Yeah. Under
Okay.
threats.
Or,
Logos.
friendship, but whatever.
There's that
Whatever you
too.
need to do.
I could be nice about it. There's that.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm gonna close it up. I
Yeah.
gotta get ready for
Got a
my
witch's
tea.
tea to go brew.
Yeah.